Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks us for coming.
All right, we are back. All right, Fitzy.
Guys are looking great.
Listen, I'll tell you right now,
Hell of
you
a
were
weekend.
fucking missed
Oh,
last
yeah.
night. So obviously couldn't get a babysitter. Some things
Correct.
fell through.
FOMO.
FOMO. We went out. We went to Bella's first of all during the day.
Yeah,
all of us.
yeah, we-
By the way, to support our guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you believe, by the way, for the people at home who don't know, obviously, I think you know if you've listened to the North Shore Beefs page that we're on. That's a very signature sandwich to the area. Say that again. Signature sandwich to the area. Okay.
Yeah.
So Harry won it last year at Bella's, and this year he was up against Pete's in the finals.
Yep.
Came down to 8 votes.
Seven.
7 votes
7 votes.
out of like thousands.
Yeah.
Almost 2,500 votes cast.
Incredible.
And it came down to 7.
Yeah. And we went up to see Harry yesterday.
Yep. Harry would have been the first repeat or the first 2-time winner. There's never been a 2-time winner before.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been a different beefery for 5 years straight.
Yeah.
So Harry was trying to make history.
Yeah.
But
But I think
he-
he'll come back next year.
I think so too.
He congratulated Pete's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he congratulated them on a post, and it was great. He took the loss with grace, and as he should. You know what I mean? It
Harry's
was,
a stud.
yeah.
But Harry
and-
Place
plays
was
for
mobbed
keeps.
yesterday.
Oh, so we get in there. There's
Packed.
nowhere to fucking sit.
You know how many roasts he went through? 25.
So
That's fucking crazy.
25 roasts. Pete's sold out of beefs.
I heard that.
yeah. So we went in there.
Doobie said, Bella's would never.
So cheers to Pete's, but we went in there. It was pretty funny because we go in there. We got me, you, Danny, Brendan, Danny's son. He ate a super in about the time it takes to like, literally
Dude,
like the amount of time it takes a virgin to like ejaculate was the amount of time this beef was gone. In.
I have it timestamped. We got it at 117. I took the picture. At 120, he had his plate empty.
Absolute beast.
And what's he's like $110.
Oh no,
Maybe.
dude.
Maybe.
He's
hands-
he's a tall drink of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might be 110.
Yeah,
It-
he
it
might
was-
be getting. He's kind of tall.
He's getting his growth spurt now. He's
Yeah.
got his little Nacho Libre mustache.
It's
Hell yeah.
crazy.
It's
I love
fucking
it.
hilarious. My cousin said something that was so funny. He goes, "You know, your sisters had the same mustache around the same time."
Dude, so actually, it's funny. Before we get back to that, we were at dinner tonight.
Mark
What's
Fitz
my-
first. Mark Fitz was there.
Yes.
Matt Crime.
No, I'm getting back.
Okay,
I'm getting
my
back there,
bad.
but let me diverge for 1 second. So, my son's been venturing into the woods to party.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. It's just what it is. It's a rite of passage. you
Coming
know?
of age.
Coming of age. So, anyways, I'm looking down at his sneakers. We're at my parents' house for dinner tonight. Tenderloin, by the way. My mother nailed it. And his sneakers look like he just fought Nam yesterday, right? And I go, my father, I go, look at this kid with his friggin' sneakers. And he goes, oh, you go hiking? I go, yeah, hiking for beers. He's like, "Wah." I'm like, you're gonna have to get 2 pairs of sneakers, one for party and one for regular life. You know what I mean?
Throw him in your
So-
backpack like a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly. So we went up there. We got a crew rolling in there deep, right?
Yeah, what were we?
Everybody's got
Eight or nine
PTC
deep.
gear on. We look like a cult. Like
yeah.
we're doing videos.
Yeah.
People don't know what to make of us.
I'm answering my phone on the tripod.
That was unbelievable. That picture I have is unbelievable. And there was I need to explain this properly because we dipped in and out of it on the reviews.
Yeah.
So we had Mark Fitz there,
yeah.
Matt Krymeyer,
Tom Toland.
Tom Tolan,
Legend.
character,
Yeah.
legend. I love that guy. I took one look at this guy. I'm like, I love him.
Best story of the day. Tom orders a big beef on a brioche bun with pickles, right?
Yeah.
First beef that comes out is a super on an onion roll, no
Three-way,
pickles.
mine.
Yep. And he goes,
Crushes it.
Yep, that's me. Eats it in like 7 seconds. And then he's like, I didn't get my pickles. Yeah, you ate someone else's beef, Tom.
Dude, that guy.
He's something else.
I'll just say this. Every moment I spent with him outside of the building, because we did have a drink out in the back, the guy has a, like, you know, people are like, that's a great smoker.
Yeah.
Like, that guy, like job is smoking cigarettes. Like he's like one of the most prolific smokers I've ever seen. Like I like to see it nowadays. It's a throwback.
He's a human ashtray.
You know what I mean? Like this guy, because everybody's pussied out,
Vaping.
gone to vaped.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
this
lost-
guy's just like he's still on the fucking. Give me a pack of fucking Reds.
It's
You know
a
what I mean?
lost art.
It is a lost art. So we're in there, and Danny's like, "Get a look at this fucking guy."
Oh.
So there's a table which looked like the guy that was sitting with this guy was blue collarish looking,
Yeah.
but then the guy he was sitting with,
Had to have been
so
like his attorney or something.
I don't even think that. I think this was just like a child of money throughout the years. Like he looked like a 10-cent head, but he was dressed like regal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I would like he was like born into this. You know what I mean? Like he looked like he was about to like if it was a yacht somehow parked out in front of Bella's,
It was
it's
his. Yeah.
So he's
He was
eating a
sitting
beef.
down and his pants were like up
yeah.
around his
Halfway around
ankle.
his shins.
And
Yeah.
you could tell like he goes tanning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He reminds me of Mark Laida. You know that guy? Soft White Underbelly, the YouTube channel.
Yes, I do know who that is.
He
yes.
interviews the most inbred family in America,
Yeah.
the Whitakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Odd, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them?
Yes.
Oh, it's
yes. I have.
depressing.
So Mark Laida, that dude looks like Mark Laida, like a Southern California dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just strolling into Bella's.
Yeah.
Just one of the biggest zeros you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
A zip. So he's eating, and Danny's like, "Look at this guy." I thought you were just saying to me like, "Look at his look," which was wild.
I was talking about the way he was eating.
He was
Actions,
eating.
yeah.
So he had a beef open off with the bun. He had mustard. Now here's the crazy thing.
Because
He's-
I asked, I go, if that's
that a pastrami?
I asked, I
know.
literally asked Brendan, I go, if that's pastrami, as I spit everywhere, I go,
Pass.
No, I'm
You
like,
got to pass.
I'm like, that's a pass, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But also, he had the bun, not like it's not like he took a bite and he was like, oh, it's too much beef, I'm gonna eat it with a fork. The bun wasn't touched.
No, it's the carbs. He's worried about the
And he
carbs.
just started eating it with, and now I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, Brendan, what the fuck we doing here, buddy? What are we
And
doing?
then what blew my dick off my body was that he started doing this thing where he would take a little piece of the beef, dip it in the mustard. He'd take it off the fork, and then he'd dip the fork back in the mustard with nothing on it,
Yeah.
and then put the mustard back in his mouth. I'm like, this guy like is so rich he doesn't know how to eat. You know what I mean? Nobody tells his kid how to eat.
He was
he
was
got
the first person I've ever seen that's actually AI.
Yeah.
He just had no clue how.
He was a droid.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He was the
Like
the robot.
aliens, like Kraken would say, like the aliens are among us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
That
he's-
was- it was
he's
just
wrong.
so
And then I
fucking
saw the
strange.
guy talking to him outside, and I was like, "Look at this fucking zero." Once he left, and I was pointing him out to everybody, and he was like having a conversation. I'm like, "This guy's such like a rich sad sack." You know what I mean? Like eats his beef with a fork. Like nobody likes him at all. You know what I mean? Like he's probably been divorced.
Internally, you're just like, you know what he's thinking. He's like, oh, beef and mustard.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't enough mustard. Let me dip the fork back in and get more mustard on my
That's exactly
tongue.
what it was.
Yeah, yeah,
No one will
exactly.
know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Guys,
fucking
like, by the way,
Brendan's like, are you shitting me?
definitely,
Meanwhile, we're videotaping him.
Definitely had a big coke habit. I can tell you that much too.
Yeah, like the
I
Colombian
did a couple
marching
lines with
powder.
him out the parking lot afterwards.
It's like, hey, step on my yacht.
Yeah. So we get home after that, and obviously we all planned to go to the Dublin together to see Ginty play. Danny's plans changed, so it's me, Fitz, Melissa, Maggie,
Sean B.
Sean B,
Kelly.
Kelly, and Kristen Kennedy. Who Kristen and very small world. Sean B is an IA guy. Kristen and Maggie worked together for years. They're like very close. She was her closest friend at work, so like they love hanging out. So, anyways, food was unbelievable. Let me just say that this restaurant's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How about those Scotch eggs?
Scotch eggs was sick.
What?
Scotch
Dude.
eggs. We got a sharing plate.
Scotch eggs, right? It's a soft boiled egg wrapped in like
Sausage.
sausage,
Yeah.
but like chicken fried.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they cut it in half and it's like runny
Yeah.
in the sauce. Dude, it was unbelievable.
Well, you're a
Fitzy-
breakfast guy. You came in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fitzy
Yeah.
was. Listen,
I was like, all right, call me an Uber.
so we end up. We eat. Obviously, we grub down. The food was unbelievable. By the way, can I just say this too? For everything we ordered, very well priced.
Yeah.
Like I think it was 150 or something a couple. But we were crushing Guinness like it was fucking gold. Dude, it was like they were gonna get rid of it tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Fitzy drank so many Guinness, I don't even think like that anybody's drank that many Guinness.
Well, I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah,
right?
you're trying to help us out.
No.
So we finished the meal. Obviously, then Ginty goes on at 10. So we get a spot at the bar. Now listen, this place is packed with young, hip Irish kids.
Yeah.
And me and Fitzy and our wives, right? And Sean B.
So Sean's like holding down a corner.
Yeah.
And at one point, I'm like, hey, Sean, do you want me to stand there? He's like, yes. Let me out of here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll stand there. So then people are like sidling up to me, like trying to take out real estate.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Nope.
I can't do this.
I love how Sean was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So Sean,
Tag him in. Tag
Sean
him
was
in.
fucking holding it down like a
Sean's the
gentleman.
best. Yeah. Sean's the best. Sean's one of the best people of all time. So, anyways, Jinty gets on. Me and Fitz went up to him while he was setting up, talked to him for a few minutes. Absolute gentleman, as always.
Invited us to sit
He
up
gave
near
us
the
like
stage.
a private area if we wanted it.
He's like, I usually don't let people sit here, but if you guys want to come with your wives and friends and everything, come,
the
come
man.
sit up
because
there.
he knew
Dude,
that's
he's
how old
awesome.
we are. They're like, yeah,
he's
a
like,
special section.
He's like, you guys can't stand
We
for
got the
too
Ben
long.
Gay here.
So he gets up there, and the kid. I would tell you this right now. I mean, listen. I'll just say this.
You do music. I know what you're about to say.
Like I used to always say this. When I was younger, I'd be like, I like original music. I don't like covers, whatever. What that kid does is an art form. He like if you can get in there to see him, he moves that place like a fucking train, dude. It is unbelievable. He gave a big shout out to us on the
Yeah.
stage.
Awesome.
The guys are pulling the corker here. So halftime comes up. Set break. Oh, Josh the Ironworker was there in a suit.
I saw him in the suit.
Yeah.
Nice
Then
little
he-
pinning ceremony
Dude,
for
then he
Local
falls,
7.
falls asleep in the Uber home, and he looks like he's blowing me. The guy's like, I'm like, fuck it. At this point, who gives a shit? So,
Zip.
yeah, yeah. Fuck it, let's do it. So we go up at halftime. We go find Jinty. I'm like, hey, we gotta get a picture with him. You know what I mean for the page, like put it on there. So anyways, he's like, it's loud in there. First of all, second of all, Jinty's got a very heavy accent. I thought he said to me, "This is Warren." And I was like, "What's up, Warren?" Some dude, right? So I was like, "Hey, Warren, take my phone, take a picture of me,
Take this
Fitzy, and
picture.
Jinty, right?"
He's like, no, I said he's a moron.
No. His name's Oren. So I see on the page this morning when I'm hungover as shit, Oren McGonigal liked your picture, right? So I like look at his profile. He owns the Dubliner in like 4 other places.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, hey. Hey,
Hey, shit. Hey, Warren.
hey, Oren. Now, listen, I'll say this right now. I sent him a very nice direct message. I said, hey, we had a fucking blast at your place last night. Loved it. Absolutely excellent. Your
Great
was,
food.
Food was off the chain. And you have a great place there. You know what I mean? I just wanted him to know. I don't consider him just to be a picture taker. This guy owns multiple Irish pubs. He's a legend. I'm sitting there like, hey, snap up my iPhone 13, would you? For Christ's sakes, you know? But he killed it. And then eventually, you can only drink so much Guinness. I thought you couldn't get drunk off Guinness.
Yeah, of course.
I succeeded.
Yeah.
Me and Fitzy, one point, dude, I looked at Fitzy. I wish I was like one of those people who always has my phone on. I look over, like, Melissa's saying every word of the songs. It was just excellent. The music's great. And I look over, and Fitzy's dancing like a 10-year-old, but he's 6'4" and Fitzy. Like, it was, like, awesome. I'm like, it's great. It was great.
Dude, he has such a commanding voice. Like right when he touches the microphone,
Yeah, it's a
everyone like quiets down for a second, and they're like, "Holy shit, someone's important is
Yeah,
doing something."
exactly.
You know what
That's
I mean?
awesome.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Dude, it was packed and loud, and he's just like, he gets on there and just fucking owns the
Yeah,
room.
and I'll say this too. Like, I was actually saying this a little bit at dinner. Like, I think about this now and then. I'm like, people are always like, "What's the best?" Who asked me that? What's the best thing about the podcast? Like that we've done with it.
Camaraderie.
No, I'm telling you, it's the people we meet through it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like I didn't know you guys before this. Really, I knew you, Danny, but like not really. All the guys that we've met through, like, say, even Craft Beer Mafia guys that like, or the Beast guys that now we're friends with, like Jay Bach and all those guys.
Yeah,
Jay McGrath, whatever. Jinty, you know what I mean? Like, just guys like that. Like, I love that, like, experience of seeing somebody and finding out about something, being like, oh, this kid's fucking got a superpower. He's a Dubliner every fucking Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So people have been texting me this morning being like, hey, I want to go in and see him again. I'm like, don't twist my arm, dude. I'll do it whenever you want. Like, it was fucking awesome. Also, by the way, let me just say this. I took a little respite from my sports gambling. But I returned to the ring, as I do. Tell you right now, 3-0 coming out of the weekend. Purdue, big bet.
Yep.
Okay? UConn, big bet. Me and Fitzy both bet it. Today, the Gamecocks. Me and my guy, Brian Bach, was texting me. His stepdaughter goes there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yep.
Me and Bach are going to be down there at Parents' Weekend getting fucked. Like,
South
dude,
Carolina doesn't know what they got coming.
people are going to be like, what the fuck?
Who
This,
are these guys?
this New York, Long Island,
Get these union boys out of here.
This fucking Brooklyn maniac and then this fucking asshole from fucking Massachusetts.
They're like, whoa, this isn't allowed. How do you two know each other?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, too. I told Tess, I was like, watching the game, I was getting all pumped up. Obviously, she didn't know I had like $500 on it, but I'm like, she's like, I think she gets a little nervous just in the fact that like now she feels like pressure that she's going there and I'm like invested and I got the sweatshirt and everything. And I'm like, you don't even have to take a class there. I'm all in now. I mean, I don't fucking give a fuck about you.
Go Cox.
You know what I mean? Go Cox.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do today.
Hold on, can I fuck? You guys talked about your weekend. Can I talk about mine?
I didn't know you had something to talk
Absolutely.
about. Let's
Friday,
go.
bro.
Oh, yes, let's go.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
Sorry.
I missed one event. Friday night.
Selfish. I take that. I take the other chance.
Nah, it's all right.
Selfish.
It's all right. It's all good. And I'm going to talk about today, too. Fuck it.
It was tough because we already heard it.
Correct.
Yes, you know what I
correct,
mean? So
correct.
it's like,
Yeah.
That is one thing, real quick. We forget what we've talked about on the podcast or in person. Like, a
Because
lot.
we spend
Yeah.
way too much time together. This next
Yes.
2 weeks is going to be beautiful
Glorious.
where I don't have to see any of you motherfuckers.
You're gonna miss us.
Oh, 100%.
All right, go ahead.
Friday night, I had I got invited by Ferg and Brianna Clausen, I believe her name is. She's a comedian. Look her up. To do a roast. I've never done one before. I'll take a Guinness when you get in there. So there was 3 comedians or 2 comedians, and then there was 5 roast battles, and I was the last one. The roasters were awesome. Everyone had 5 jokes apiece. You're supposed to do a little research. It was prepared, to be honest. But I'll be honest, me and the dude I went against, we knew nothing of each other. All of my jokes were based off his Facebook profiles. That was it. And he must have known something from somebody else because he mentioned the podcast. He mentioned being a plumber. It was fun, dude. But ultimately, the Malden Muffler came out on top, 2-1.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
One of the judges
Sold out, by the way.
sold out and then some, dude.
Love it.
There was people like Colette was there. She didn't have a seat. There was it was
Listen, I'll tell you right now. Colette doesn't have a seat. Somebody get the fuck up.
Right.
Give her a seat.
The diversity in that crowd was insane. It ranged from 21 to fucking 106. It was nuts. There was people's grandparents in there. Not kidding. It was nuts. But the room was set up great.
Wasn't any black people there, were there?
There was, and it was great because I had a couple roasts where I was like, this dude's gonna call the cops on black people. So it was nice.
That's what I thought you meant by diversity.
No. But it was good. So Ferg hosted it with the girl Brianna, and I did something that I shouldn't have done. I said, Ferg, you a fucking very good host. And he goes, I got the itch. I go, well, let's calm down. I go, you did very good. I go, but let's just calm down a little bit, right? Every other comedian was awesome. I had a blast doing it. I came out on top 2-1. Now, the 3 judges, the guy in the middle, right? He's sitting there blowing my horn, hey, you were really, really funny. But everyone else that went up, he was he shit all over them. And then he would, give a vote.
Yeah.
But both sides, he was shit all over them. But to me, he was like, dude, I can't believe I've never heard you before, blah, blah. Do you do stand-up? And Ferg had the microphone at the time. I go, Ferg, give me that. And I go, hey, buddy, 2 weeks ago, we were at Capo together. And he goes, what? And I go, yeah, bro. I go, I went on before you. I was way funnier than you.
Oh, really?
Swear to God. And
Who is he?
the crowd went nuts. I don't even know the dude's name. I think his nickname's Tiny. But after every joke, he goes like this.
That stinks.
It's annoying.
Imagine this is his first podcast. He's listening to
Don't
us.
care. Don't care. Because, dude, he was like, yeah, man, do you do comedy? And I was like, yeah, bro, we were in the back room together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
fuck with me like
Yeah.
that. So,
By the way, there's nothing I hate more than when somebody doesn't remember me.
yeah.
I'm like,
And-
no, I forget you.
Yeah.
You don't forget me.
So,
you know what I mean?
The best.
dare you.
The best was Brianna brought her guy was the guy that I went against, and obviously Ferg, I was his guy. So he introduces me fucking Paul Heyman introduces Brock Lesnar, and he's like, "Hey,
Nice.
dude, it was awesome." He was like, this fucking kid sounds like he smokes a pack of cigarettes an hour, but he's never smoked this life. Da, da, da. So I get on the mic and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" People are like, "Whoa, what the fuck is happening here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, it's true. It's a real life thing."
Ferg's good at gassing people up.
It was awesome.
for shows. When we did the Be a Man
yeah.
show,
Yeah.
he introduced me, Dan Bob, and a couple other people, and he fired up the crowd.
Did he
Yeah.
good job at
It was
yeah?
good, yeah. He did good.
Secret, I like that. Superpower for Ferg.
It was awesome. And the only thing that I wish was different was the 2 that went before me was that guy Festa
Yeah.
and a guy.
I heard he was hilarious.
Bro, I can't. And with all due respect to him, the guy he went against, in my opinion, probably should have won. But I don't think the dude Festa wrote a joke at all.
Yeah.
Everything was just
Yeah.
that was nuts. But you were supposed to write 5 jokes apiece. These guys went on for 10 minutes, just capping each other. The dude he went against, I think his name was either Dan Gillespie or Tom Gillespie, and he was a cop from Southie, and he had his fingernails painted. I don't know if they were like weird colors. I don't think like he was just fucking, you know what I mean? But whatever. Irregardless, right?
I don't think irregardless is actually.
It's
a
not.
word.
I said it on purpose.
I used to say it too, and then somebody was like, "It's regardless."
It's regardless, yeah. No, that's like the Boston thing. Irregardless, right? But
Everyday Maggie.
Festa just teed off on this guy, and this guy gave it right back, and it was just a good little battle. And then I was like, I got to go on after these fucking guys. But it all ended up great. Ferg was selling merch. People were buying shit. The beer, by the way, you know me.
Yeah, you're not a craft beer guy.
Bro, if you guys ever get up to Beowulf Brewing in Amesbury, they have something called smoked wheat every day.
Yeah.
It was fucking phenomenal. Now I'm
Hell of
going.
a name.
Yeah, it's great.
Great name.
I went up to like our people, Tasha, Jason McGrath, Nat West. They were all in the back, and I'm like, bro, I'm a Bud Light guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but this is fucking crack cocaine.
Yeah.
And the guy comes up to me, he goes, I'm glad you like the beer. I'm the brewer. And I'm like, yeah,
Nice.
bro. I'm like, that's legit fucking shit.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
you know? So that was awesome. Now, real quick today, I had, don't get me wrong, I had FOMO like you read about last night. I had to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning to be in Fitchburg.
Let me just say this too.
Wouldn't have made it.
We couldn't have got. You probably made the right decision, even though it was made for you. But like we wouldn't have got. You couldn't have been in that room. You would have never made that game.
Right.
Like you would have been going bananas.
Yeah.
Like you would have been dancing.
Yeah.
Rattling Bog comes on. You would
Yeah.
have been going fucking crazy.
So 6 o'clock in the morning, I had to get up. We drive to Fitchburg. Now, yesterday when Brendan was with me going up
Yeah.
to Bella's, I'm not kidding. I never say this, but I had my son with me, and I go, listen, the place is packed. Fitzy and Brendan are already there. Some people might recognize me from this beef shit. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so.
Dad's famous.
I'm like, just don't worry about it. I literally pulled a Josh. Like, people know me in this area, right?
Yeah.
No
People
one
know
said,
me.
no one said a word.
Nobody even paid mind to us.
Yeah.
Nobody. No
No.
one even like put 2 and 2 together.
No.
Nothing, right?
And I will say this: normally, when I've gone in there with you guys, there's one person there's like, oh, these are the fucking beef
Yeah.
cats. Like
Yeah.
they see Fitzy and you, and they're like, oh,
Now,
yeah.
today in Fitchburg, right?
So- yeah.
We check in as a team. We go, thank God, like where I parked, that place in Fitchburg is massive. Where I parked is like where all 4 of our games were. Where we walk through the fucking gate and some guy comes up to me, he goes, Beefy! And he goes, Beefy, he goes, listen,
Was Brendan there?
right next to me.
Nice.
And
Let's go.
And he goes, fucking Bellas do 7 votes? And I go, I know, man. He goes, I know. He goes, this is the kid that crushed the Super. So now
So now
Brendan's-
you got recognized and he
Brendan's
got
famous.
recognized. Yeah,
Brendan's
yeah.
head goes like this. He's like, Dad, did you tell him to do that? I go, I have no idea who that guy is.
Yeah,
I know
no
he's from
clue.
Danvers because he had a Danvers shit on, right?
Yeah.
We don't walk 5 more steps. And the guy goes, hey, Beef. Definitely a Greek guy, right?
obviously,
And
yeah.
he's like, I know George Well from Pizza. He's like, I know you. You're the guy. The videos, you say fuck.
You are him.
I swear to God. And Brendan was like, Dad, that wasn't even 30 seconds.
I love it.
And I go, I know, bro.
It's so sick that it happened. Like you
In front of your kid. Yeah.
But you warned him for it yesterday and didn't
Nothing
happen,
happened.
and then it happened
And then
today.
I'm in the middle of
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
it's
It happened
fucking-
twice.
That's so good.
Yeah. So that was my
That-
weekend.
I
made
will
it-
say, like, one of the we talked about it with Dave Sweeney, but like that was like when I had the Cornhole podcast and she was at a bar and like she was like told back, she's like, I'm at a bar and I was like, oh yeah, my brother-in-law has a Cornhole podcast and Dave Sweeney and like 2 of his friends were like, Dogcast, and like she's like, yeah, and then one of her friends was like, yeah, you're like famous for like the Cornhole people. And I'm like, you fucking bet your dick I am.
Yeah.
Fucking wicked famous. That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Was he pumped?
Dude, he was pumped. He was pumped. And like, and I kept like gassing him up on the way home. I go, bro, I had no fucking faith in you whatsoever. You were finishing that. And then to do it in 3 minutes was insane. Ferg asked me today. He
I
was
was
like,
impressed.
He was like, can I put it on the Instagram? And I'm like,
Yeah, I
fucking
saw it.
absolutely
Yeah.
right, you can.
Somebody wrote on, not gonna name names. Somebody wrote on the post when you posted the picture of Brendan that they were like, "Oh, the apple falls far from the tree." Yeah. And I almost wrote racist. First of all, I had a Malcolm X hat. I'm not racist.
Yeah.
But you know what? Listen, Danny's family's like the colors of Benetton. You know what I mean? Like let's get everybody in there. Like, let's not be fucking because like I was kind of like, dude, that's kind of a heavy-handed comment for this page. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I'll tell you right now. You know what didn't
I didn't
fall?
get-
You know,
It didn't fall?
did I see that? Because if I did, you know me in the comment section. I end lives.
Oh,
So
I'll-
I didn't see it either.
I'll,
But
I'll
that's
hook
something
you up
that
with it.
I would just like as a mod, right?
Yeah.
I would
Delete that?
so I would lean towards deleting
Yeah, I
that.
don't think people know that you're a mod of the page.
But I wouldn't. You know what? I probably wouldn't delete it because it makes him look like such a piece of shit.
Oh, but
that
what-
dude is such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter who it was, that's fucking.
So, by the way, so
Now,
we
I
all
want,
do,
now I want someone's face.
yeah, we all did a video review,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
And they were all. I almost made Danny spit his fucking
Oh, it's
spit his
fucking
pants
great.
out.
So funny.
Um,
So funny, dude.
By the way, I'm not gonna get into that and name names, but some guy was like chirps on the thing. He's like, "Hey, I fucking went to Londy's today. It's another beef shop. People at home." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "It blew Bella's away." And I'm like, "Well, that would be a lot to blow Bella's away, but I haven't been there, so I can't say if it did or didn't." But I'm like, but. Then his profile picture is him on a horse. And I go, "Did you take a gas powered vehicle there or your steed?" And he goes, "What's a steed?"
Idiot.
Like I'm like, 10-cent head idiot. By the way, it's always the biggest zeros in the world that chirp on that page, and then you just stuff them in a locker and they go back to doing what they do best, living in a fucking trailer behind the squire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a pieces of shit, like
Yeah.
strip club babies. You know what I mean?
Some guy, and I know you guys all seen it, but some guy goes, "No acronyms, bad Parrington." And I go, "I got one."
Yeah.
And I wrote AF means as fuck. So and so is ugly AF. and the place went crazy.
Dude, I'll tell you right now. One of my favorite things in the world is like if you told me when I was 15 that one of my favorite things in the world to do would be like to get on to what I didn't know was going to exist, the internet, and like then bury somebody in like a verbal manner. Like
Nothing
I
better.
would,
There's nothing better.
When I buried that kid who used to be on the Craft Beer Mafia page,
Yeah.
I just was like, I'm putting this kid right through the fucking. He's gonna go below the woolly mammoths right now, and like it was one of my favorite things I've ever done.
And the best is when a comment gets like 20 reactions.
Oh, my comment got way more than his.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's fucking awesome
Yeah.
when just a stupid comment gets so much reaction from it.
So a couple things, housekeeping stuff, real quick. We got so this. We're gonna release this while I'm in Hilton Head. We're gonna release the appetizers tomorrow.
Yep.
Tonight. Appetizer draft. So you'll have heard that already. This will come out while I'm in Hilton Head. The week after that, we were supposed to have Joey Boats on tonight, but he ran into some stuff he couldn't get out of. So it is what it
Scheduling
is.
issues.
Scheduling issues.
Happens.
Yeah, I
No
can report.
babysitter. He had no
Listen,
babysitter.
I can report. Joey Boats is well. All right, and he's thinking. He thinks he can hold Caitlin Clark to 13 points in a game. By the way,
14 points.
She dropped 56 on his head in a second.
Do you follow Sports Lambert?
No.
So I said him and Sports Lambert, I got a G on them to beat the whole Iowa team.
Yeah.
The kid Sports Lambert is a good follow on Instagram.
Okay.
He's a South Shore guy
check it out.
who's like plays like over 40 league shit. He's a fucking legend.
So, anyways, but on the 22nd, we got a big guest returning. Somebody who hasn't been here in a long time. Somebody who I personally love. We don't know.
But we do.
Adam Jumptown returns.
What you mean?
Let's fucking
All
go.
right. By the way, Jumptown and Doobie are doing the food at my daughter's graduation party.
Hell
I
yeah.
think I've
Fuck
told
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to get Jinty. By the way, Jinty's the worst return texter of all time. You know who's a great return texter? Jinty's girlfriend owns the dog tavern. She's like, let's set it up. Let's do this. Let's do that. Jinty's like snoozing. Like, he's like, yeah, I don't want to play that fucking
By
party
the way,
anyways.
is that set in stone, by the way?
What?
Thoughts happen?
We're looking at April 28th.
Did you guys
Sunday.
hear that? You South Shore and Dorchester guys?
So we're thinking April 28th, Jeff Clow at the Dorchester Tavern, 6 p.m. or so.
Yep.
Go in there, record a live podcast, and get all our South Shore people in the fucking house.
Yeah.
Because we're usually doing more North Shore stuff.
Yep.
Like, let's get the fucking people there. You know what I mean?
Listen, I get a lot of South Shore listeners on
I'm
my
taking the
job
day
sites.
off on the 29th, whatever that is.
I'm hoping that we get that place fucking mobbed, bro.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
I'd
That's
love
what I'm
to
saying.
see-
Yeah.
a lot of people that I don't really see when we do this shit. So
My buddy Beard,
Yeah.
Mike C down the South Shore, and the Monahan brothers. I'd love to see them.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to
Show
send my
up.
37th unresponded text to Jinty being like, why don't you play after? You know what I mean?
yeah,
That would be sick.
That would be sick. So we'll see what we can do. But
It's a Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah, he's off that day.
He's
So
off on
I think he
Sundays.
plays sometimes in the back room, like during the day, but like then he's off at night. So we'll see. Although you got to think about it too, like with him, like it's like, dude, He does. I think he does have a regular job. Like he has a regular construction job.
Yeah.
And then he's doing fucking 2-3 nights. Doing 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, it's good money, and he likes to do it. But like, you know, I'd be like, yeah, like I don't want to do. Like he must get off in so much shit. Probably doesn't
It's
want to do
just
it.
like professional mechanics always have the worst cars
100%.
because they don't want to do their fucking day job when
Exactly.
they get home, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sunday day off, he doesn't want to be fucking performing
Exactly.
for us idiots.
But you know what?
One
He's
of-
gonna do it whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, Ginty, you're in. So I was bummed that you couldn't make it last night.
Yep.
Obviously, just because I wanted to hang out with you.
Yeah.
But then I wore that shirt, my
that's
Maya
unbelievable.
shirt.
Yes. That
Lord protect me while I'm out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been sitting on that shirt for so long, and I
So
was
mad.
like,
There's no better time than now.
the Wire episode will happen eventually, but I was like, I gotta wear it. I'm wearing it tonight.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I can't make it. I was like, fuck it, I'm still wearing it. I gotta wear it.
All right, listen, I want to do a quick ad before we get into what we're going to do here. Misguided Spirits.
Yeah, baby.
Big Bad James is coming back at the end of the month. He gave me the dates. He wants to go to Bella's and Pete's. He wants to go try these sandwiches.
Okay.
He also wants to get fucked up.
I mean, I can see
He wants
that.
to potty with the big dogs.
I
All
get
right?
it. I get it.
Listen, he's one of the best in the business. Misguided Spirits. I'm drinking a Hinky Dink whiskey and
you are.
Coke right now. It is excellent, predictably. Now, tonight, we asked for a thing with the Facebook page where I was like, hey, and Instagram, like, give us a subject. If we pick that subject, we'll give you a free bottle of booze.
Yep.
Right? Misguided. We're going to announce who that is in a minute, but I'll tell you right now, their booze is great. It's awesome.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I obviously infamous night in East Boston.
Yeah.
That was the first time I had it. But since then,
The night you saved my life.
the night I saved your life. Since then, I have had a bottle because
Yeah.
you know
I gave you one.
I
But they
told-
gave us one. I should
Yeah.
say that. I didn't give.
what I don't know, and I probably should have looked this up before you did this, because Iggy, my best friend who I shit
Yeah.
on all the time, is from Florida. Well,
Yeah.
not from Florida. He lives in Florida now.
Was he in Brooklyn?
He was in Brooklyn. He's in Florida now.
Okay,
His kids
nice.
moved down there. He moved down there to do the right thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So neither here or there. But I told him I was having one the other day, misguided in Coke, and I go, buddy, I know you're a Mount Gay rum guy.
Yep.
Which that's top tier for me. I
Sure.
go, if they have it in Florida, you need to try it.
Yep.
It's that fucking good. As I'm sipping it, I go, I'll tell you and your father because they're the ones that put me onto this. I mean, it's a silver rum. It's not a spice
Yeah.
rum, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's excellent. Misguided-spirits.com. You can get it at Bull Square Fine Wines. You can also get it at Malden. What's that one? What's the name of that one that's their sister store, Malden?
It's not Cappy's. It's
No, it's like Malden, whatever.
yeah. It's in it's on Square. So,
Yeah,
fuck.
Malden Square. I think Malden Square Fine Wines. I think is what it's
It's
called.
something like that. It's right across from.
Anyways, they have the whiskey at least.
You'll see the guys nodding
Yeah.
out at Malden Center. It's right across the street.
My boy Jay Klepp hit me up. He's like, it's over there. So,
Yeah.
anyways, listen, those are our guys. Drink their fucking booze. Real quick, I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to get into some other stuff. Tedco. All right, listen. My guy Ted, get in bed with Ted. We've heard it before. People are starting to percolate. People are starting to get estimates, all right? People need work done. Who do you want to get done by? You want to get it done by somebody great. As our friend Bob C said, who got an estimate from, Ted's a gem. He's like, great guy. I'm like, yeah, why would we don't work with shitbags, all right? Unless they give us like 28 grand, and then we'll work with them. I'm just kidding. Tedco, TedcoCM.com. You can get a hold of them at this number, 617-996-6827. Admin at TedcoCM.com. If you want the direct line to Teddy, though, DM me. I can give it to you. All right?
Bingo.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do tonight. So I put it out on Instagram and Facebook, like, hey, get that free bottle, whatever. We have no research done.
Zero.
You think we've actually done this before?
I think in an earlier episode, I think we did.
No. I think what we did was we did a whole episode called "Let's Go to the Movies," and we talked about just going to the movies and then our favorite movies and like favorite actors and stuff. Anyways, we're gonna draft actors
Yeah.
Or actresses?
or actresses.
Or actors. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're all actors now.
They're all.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we're all.
You are absolutely
fucking
not up with the times, right?
Insensitive
Matthew?
dickhead.
100%. So we have we've done no research, nothing.
Nope.
I mean, but we know what we don't know what we do.
We don't know.
But we do. Jump Town.
I actually like when we go off the top.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do I'll find a random spin generator. Why don't you give me a little Lily Peas while I'm doing that?
Little Lily Peas action. Lily Peas Chicken, 50 Binney Street, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Parking is validated in the lot attached to the restaurant. They also have a Hub Hall location, which is at North Station. We're watching Celtics post game right now. If you're going for a Celtics or Bruins game, make sure you check out the Lily Peas location at Hub Hall at North Station. Executive chef and owner Chris Parsons runs Lily Peas like a fucking gentleman. Try the shishito peppers. Matt Ricci says they're the best shishito peppers in the world.
Because they
The
are.
best.
And he's right.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. The hot and honey, that pepper honey sauce that they put on their tenders, unbelievable.
Stick
Yeah.
your pickle right in there.
I wish that there was Lily Peas waiting for me at home tonight. And there's
Yeah.
not. There's no food in the house. Melissa was with us last night, so no food shopping got done
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Sleeping all day.
Lily Peas sitting at home would
That'd do the trick.
Would be next level.
Dude, there's nothing better than like when I do bluegrass night there and like I come home and Tommy texts me at like 8:40. He's like, "Bologna chicken sandwich."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fucking dude." Yeah.
2 pieces and a biscuit.
Yeah.
I love how the first sentence was
six
that was like
Mickey
half a
Ultras.
burp. You're like,
Yeah.
"Baby, chicken sandwich."
Well, it's been a long weekend. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna spin it for the first draft.
Let's go.
Snake draft style.
Yep.
All right. And we're gonna find out who has first. Do last. Fitzy starts.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
You piece of fucking shit.
I mean,
piece
what do we
of
do?
shit.
What
You piece of, you did that
I
on
don't
purpose.
I don't come here.
I don't even want to do this
Yeah, it's
anymore.
over. It's already over.
I don't want to do this
It's
anymore.
already over.
You did this on purpose. Go ahead. Talk him up. Talk him up.
Daniel Day-Lewis, dude. So that's not even my favorite role of his.
No, you can pick any role, dude. He's that good.
There will be blood.
Yeah.
Dude, it is
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
It's
Unbelievable.
There will be blood is fucking unbelievable.
Anything he
that
touches.
other creep that's in that movie that plays like the twins, the preacher kid.
Oh yeah.
He's a great actor too.
Yeah, he's great.
I don't even know his fucking name. I'm not drafting him. But that movie, Daniel Day-Lewis is a fucking
So
treasure,
I got
a national treasure.
I am 100% sure I told this on the movie draft thing that we did like episode. It's like episode like 8 or something.
Yeah, it was.
By the way,
early.
is that crazy? That's like 2 years ago.
Single digits, bro.
So
yeah, but
anyways.
I remember because I remember talking
Yes.
about Daniel Day-Lewis.
So I told the story then. I'm going to tell it now.
I didn't even listen back then.
I told the story, and a lot of people didn't. I told the story then. I'm going to tell it now. So O'Malley's brother-in-law works for like basically National Grid in Ireland.
Yeah.
So they called up to this house, and it's like regular ass fucking house in the countryside, and Daniel Day-Lewis' house.
Really?
And he's like, and it's like super fucking normal house. It'd be
Yeah.
Like going into mine or your house, whatever. And he's like, "You guys want tea? Get some tea." Like he was like, "Yeah, he's just very nice, like understanding guy." He runs on the O'Malley runs still. O'Malley's like a great marathon runner, so like he's like sub-3 marathon runner. So he ran against Daniel Day-Lewis multiple times because Daniel Day-Lewis runs cross country for like the other fucking county that like they compete against.
Wild.
And he's like, yeah, and he just like goes out there. He's a beast. He's just a fucking good runner.
Wild.
And I'm like, I love this fucking guy.
I know,
Like,
it's crazy.
It makes you just love him more. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
he's basically retired at this point, right?
yeah, but it's wild that like, it is wild that like, okay, I'm gonna use myself for example. We were just talking about the beef recognition thing, right? Obviously, I love attention. I just do. I'm just being honest. I mean, I think it's a good thing to be, is honest. Too many people are like, no, I don't really give a fuck. It's like, no, I do. I love to be loved. I want to be loved. I need to be loved.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I
being
think all
honest.
3 of us are like that.
100%.
Getting recognized in Pittsburgh or at a beef place, it's
Or,
fucking.
or telling your
you know
son
what I
that
mean?
you're gonna be recognized and you're actually
Yeah,
not.
and then it doesn't happen. Or
By the way-
introducing yourself to the coach of Reading baseball and him saying like, "You're Fitzy, right?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
But it turns out it's my best friend.
yeah.
But like, I think it's such a wild thing to think a guy like Daniel Day-Lewis or like, for example, Cillian Murphy, right? They don't desire the things that come with the fame. Whereas like most famous people, they're addicted to it. You know what I mean? Like they need to be like, those guys are like true artists. Like Daniel Day-Lewis he's not going to fucking Diddy parties in fucking
Yeah,
New York. You know what I mean?
They want their privacy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can relate to that. I don't want people fucking knocking on my door and being like, I really don't. You know what I mean? I
Don't knock on Vincey's door.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm not going to mention
Address
the dude's.
is.
I'm not going to mention the dude's name because someone potentially could draft him. But we definitely talked about it. There's a actor that lives in Cambridge that when I worked at his house, he offered me coffee and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This dude's been in some films.
Yeah.
You know what I
Steve
mean?
Sweeney.
Nah. I'll talk about it afterwards. I just want to make sure that we don't draft him.
Greatest actor ever.
Adam
In
jumped out.
Salty? Remember him in Salty, Steve Sweeney?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was hammered.
He was right.
It's just a drunk.
He's like, how you feel? He's like, feel good.
It's like, don't let him see me. I owe him $5,000.
All right, by the way, I haven't, like, I'm literally, as you just said, DDL. I think everybody was thinking DDL for the first pick, right?
I mean, it was a no-brainer.
And you got a double, you got a back-to-back.
That's
So,
great. That's not the one I wanted.
No, I know. Everybody wanted them, dude. Everybody wanted them, and now we got to make lemons.
I mean,
We're gonna make lemonade out of lemons over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
All right, listen. I'm going now. R.I.P. I'm going Philip Seymour Hoffman,
Fuck yeah. Good
one of the best actors of all time,
and fucking hilarious.
and hilarious. One of the great heroin addicts of all time. Successful in his venture.
that's a draft.
Best
Top
heroin
5 heroin addicts.
Phil Seymour Hoffman, he can fit into both those categories. No, I think he's unbelievable. Boogie Nights, like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, I remember this. My buddy made like a college movie, and he was like, "I want you to be in it," and he wanted me with this wicked tight shirt, like, and then he wanted me to blow him afterwards. It was weird. No, but no, seriously, he wanted me to with this like tight shirt. It was like the part. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, it's like I never had like a great body, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, but it's for the part. And I'm like, yeah, it's not for me. And then like you look at him when he plays Scotty J in Boogie Nights, he's like a gay like
Yeah.
guy with like he's like trying to blow him out. Like he is like
Committed.
you have to be so committed to be that level of actor. Like, you know what movie he's unbelievable in? First of all, he's great in Along Came Polly. We talked about that the other day. But that one with Tom Hanks where it's the political movie where Tom Hanks like is like a senator. It was a true story. Charlie something. Well, I'll figure it out. But anyways, he's excellent. He's excellent in everything he's ever been in. He's only been one in comedy movie. Along Came Polly, he crushed the fucking thing. Like,
Right.
he was great. Absolutely great. So I'm going PSH.
It's a good one. Well,
What do you
You
got?
got a
Danny?
back-to-backer.
I do have a back, but I didn't get my number one. Not happy. I wish I could trade. You know what I mean? Like I wish.
Well, we'll see what you got.
I
Maybe
wish
we'll
like
trade at the end.
remember when Mike Dicker traded his life away for Ricky Williams?
Yeah.
It should be like that.
Yeah.
Because I would do it for that. But
Mark Wahlberg.
I'll tell you right now, we're not going to leave this first round without picking Denzel Washington. I'm sorry about that, pal.
That was my debate was between that and the reason I wanted to go Denzel was because I could be like a head of Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I mean, Denzel. You pick a movie, dude. He's
Oh, yeah.
he's killing it.
Yep.
I mean, Remember the Titans, Training Day, John Q, fucking. You name it, dude. He's unbelievable in anything he's ever touched. Equalizer 2, which
Dude, I love them all.
did Equalizer 3 a little far fetched, but
Listen, I don't care. If Denzel's in the movie,
Yeah.
I'm fucking in.
he's the man.
Yeah,
dude.
he's good.
He's the absolute man. I love everything about him, but like, I'm still so.
I think
butthurt.
that's first of all, I want to say this right now. You guys are both ahead of me. That's fine. Denzel is a fucking stud.
Oh yeah, my mom used to
He's
say.
actually, I would actually say that probably is 1A and 1B is
You know
DDL
what?
and him.
There's a little inside stuff for you. My mom used to say, "I want to jump his bones."
You told me that. You know what? The one thing I will say though about Denzel, and let me just say this: I am the biggest Denzel fan.
Yeah.
I think he's unbelievable, but he is one of those actors where like it's like, you know, you're watching Denzel.
Yeah.
Now, like Daniel Day-Lewis or Philip Seymour Hoffman, I feel like they disappear into their roles. It's like wild how they do it. Now, but Denzel is so fucking cool. He can literally carry anything, like any fucking thing he does. Like he's
Absolutely.
unbelievable.
But like,
What do you think about his kid?
his kid in from Ballers,
Yeah.
he's unbelievable.
Yeah, he was in a movie I watched recently. It was like a sci-fi movie. I like him. He's good. I mean, he's like,
I didn't even know he was an actor.
it's like
You
being.
never seen Ballers?
No, I stopped watching
All right.
Ballers after like the first couple episodes.
Okay,
'Cause
but
you're not
he's
an idiot?
But he's no, the show's awesome. But he's the main wide
I
receiver.
wasn't a huge fan
He's
of
the
it.
main. He's the main wide receiver with
Yeah.
the beard. That's his son.
Yeah.
Just watch
I'll
the
look it up.
fucking show.
I
I
wasn't.
thought
dude,
Ballers was fine. I was a
was
guilty
not
pleasure.
fan
I
of
liked
it.
it.
What didn't you like about it?
I don't know.
I'm really
all of it.
I'm curious.
All of
I just,
it.
I
Everything.
I just, it didn't grab me. I don't know.
They're
You know
half-hour
what? By the way,
episodes.
you know
That's
what
what I
I'm
love
liking?
about
I'm liking
Is
this.
that The Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
just-
liking The
it
Gentleman.
didn't grab.
I'm liking that show on Netflix.
I haven't watched it yet. I watched the
Multiple
movie.
people have
Yeah.
recommended that to me.
Yeah, it's not like it's something you're gonna remember. It's not really like The Wire.
It's been a
But
tough
it's
year
like-
with the writers.
Oh, the writers, yeah,
Yeah, they're
exactly.
fucking
Yeah. I mean, I've been fucking just jerking
strike.
off the whole
I
time
know.
because fucking
Just watching
there's nothing wrong.
Pornhub.
They've been writing though. The people at Pornhub have been writing. They would come up with some good news. Do you think they would block from the writers like strike? Like you can't write this Leslie Ann scene because like like you know what I mean? Like
Leslie Ann, what a goat, huh?
one of the best of the business.
By the way, a buddy of mine just put a status up, and I don't know if it's like a meme or not, but I fucking died laughing. He goes, "My son just asked me who Johnny Sins was." And he goes, "He's a guy that's a plumber, a doctor, and a carpenter guy every once in a while." It was fucking hilarious.
Dude, those guys are actors. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what do you expect?
All right, I'm
All
back
right,
to back.
You're back to back.
We're going Leo DiCaprio.
Wow, you got a fucking strong wagon.
Leo
forming.
DiCaprio. I mean, if you guys aren't going to take him, I will.
You have a very strong wagon.
Again, another movie where just pick one. I'll start with Basketball Diaries when he was a kid.
Yeah.
I would never want to go into a stall again after watching that fucking movie. That's scarred me for life.
Yeah.
You know? And then fast forward 25 years, 30 years, and he's making love to a bear in the middle of the woods.
How about Gilbert Grape?
What's
It's unbelievable.
Unfucking
Yeah.
believable.
Like Basketball Diaries is like I loved that movie when it
Yeah.
came out. Like
Yeah.
even though Wahlberg was in it, that fraud.
Did he like he was young in both of those movies?
Yeah.
Those must have been like back to back for him.
had to have been.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, they were the same time. Yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, he made his bones say, you would say Titanic? That was like his big break?
That was like his I mean, but those other two movies were
Oh,
huge.
100%. But
You know
that
what I
was
mean?
his,
Coke-
I mean,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
his
Like
billion
by the
dollar
way,
movie.
blockbuster, yeah.
the best fucking Brendan Ahern classic move of all time was when I was in college. I was a journalism major, so you got to work for the school paper. So I was like, hey, I want to do movie reviews, and I'm like, but like, so I would have the school pay for me to go to the movies, and then I like would have like an allowance for like popcorn and shit. And then I would like write a review the next day. So like I saw every movie that year that was in the theater. Like basically, like Good Will Hunting was in. It was Waking Dead Divine was that year.
Oh, great
and like my buddy would
So
be like,
good.
"How did you fucking do this?" He's like, "You fucking dickhead." He's like, "You just go to the movies every week, like and fucking then you write like some bland ass review that really doesn't say anything." You know what I mean? Like, but it was great. I loved it. I think you got a wagon for me right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right,
good.
yeah.
I can't wait till you fuck it up.
A lot of defense.
All right, I'm gonna go. Fuck, this is hard for me right now, but I'm going here. Shit. All right, I'm going Pacino, and I'll tell you why.
Hoo-ah.
Hoo-ah. Before he became the hoo-ah guy, right? His performance of The Godfather is fucking unbelievable. If you watch his old movies, he is fucking unreal.
He's lights out.
It's like Bill Simmons has said this on his podcast. It's true. Like at some point, like when after he did like Son of a Woman, he just became the hoo-ah guy. Like everything became like, oh my god, like everything became like. But even like for example, even in Any Given Sunday, when he gives the speech at the end,
Listen to me.
nothing makes me hotter than
Listen
that
to me.
speech.
Every fucking inch.
Yeah.
You got a claw with your fingernails.
I've made mistakes in my life.
You know,
Made
when
at
you,
crossroads.
yeah, oh, it's a fucking.
It's unbelievable.
I had my 12-year-old kids listen to that before a playoff game last year. We won 28-0.
I love it. I sent it to my whole cornhole team, but we lost 28-0. Like I was like, today's our day, boys. Like fucking, let's go.
I think that's awesome that cornhole people do pump up speeches.
100%. I
That's
do.
great.
Well, I was the leader of the crew. Okay, Fitzy, you back up.
Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Gay.
I mean, you're gonna not like that because he's like a heartthrob. But
Why wouldn't I like heartthrobs?
well, you said it was gay. It's not. I'm not picking
I was kidding
him
around.
on his looks. I'm picking him because his movies are fucking unbelievable.
Yep.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate.
Go
a
ahead,
little
do
bit.
it. Yep.
I think he's unbelievable in the Guy Ritchie movie that he was in. Lock, Stock. Is he Lock, Stock or the
He's
next
in
one?
Snatch.
Snatch.
Yeah, Snatch.
He's unbelievable in that.
Yep.
I'm a Brad Pitt guy. I like Brad Pitt a lot.
Yeah.
He's an easy. Like, listen, he's a good looking guy. Like, he's easy to watch. He's very charismatic.
I'm talking about
Actually,
his
that was
acting.
great in Fight Club too.
Fight Club.
So, what do you give me your top Brad Pitt performances.
So you got Fight Club. You have Legends of the Fall.
That's a fucking movie that makes me cry every time.
It's a fucking
When
classic,
that dickhead brother's behind there and he shoots the guy, I'm like, fucking waterworks every time.
right?
Yeah.
His fucking poor wife. He marries a native lady. They kill her,
Yeah.
right?
Thank God.
River runs through it.
Oh, yeah, it's hitting for me now. River Runs Through is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'm talking like
Moneyball.
way
Moneyball,
back.
he's
Moneyball,
excellent
yeah.
Moneyball.
Great Moneyball.
I know, but I'm saying like when I was younger, when he was first coming up as an actor,
Yeah.
he had all these Meet Joe Black. There was all these crazy good movies that he was in, and like
Oh, fucking Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah.
Buongiorno.
yeah, 12 Monkeys.
Buongiorno.
12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys is
Monkeys.
good. Yeah.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I fucking love 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Love
Brad
it.
Pitt. All right.
That's one.
This next one, it might people might hate on it, right? And it's I don't.
You know, you could keep it for your fifth.
I know I probably should keep it for my fifth.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just gave you a fucking tip, dude. What an idiot I am.
I know you probably.
You know
helped
what?
me
That
out.
shows how much you love him.
I know. Thanks, brother.
You got it. After I just scratch my balls.
I'm going Tom Hanks.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
I got no problem
I'm
with
going
that.
Tom Hanks.
Even though he's like
I've-
an Illuminati person.
I've said it.
I know.
I've said it.
Greg is
For,
going to listen to this and be
He-
like,
yeah, he's
you
like-
know, he's part of like the Black Eye Club.
Yeah, he left the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've said this for 4 years now. I thought we were going to lose Tom Hanks during COVID. He was
Yeah.
he was the first fucking celebrity.
Yeah, he was pushing the agenda.
Listen to me. he had me going. It was like fire.
Everything is fire that he's in.
yeah.
I will say this right now. I think he's one of the like. I remember like I'm old enough, obviously older than you guys, but like my dad would take me to movies. My favorite thing to do when I was a kid was like my dad to take me to movies. Like he would be like, I remember one time he
Father
got
just
me.
dropped me off and come back in 2 hours.
I remember my dad picked me up at school one day and he's like got me out early and we went and saw Rocky IV and it's still the best memory of my life. Like I'm like I literally was like this is the fucking sickest shit ever. Drago fucking
Russia!
It was unbelievable.
You can't
But
win.
we went and saw Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd as Pep Strebeck in not gonna remember right now. Hold on. But anyways, it's like look it up. Look up Dan Aykroyd, Tom Hanks movie.
I'm talking Castaway.
But what I'm saying is this: I saw that him go from like a hammy comedian in those
Oh, yeah.
movies
Big.
to like
Dragnet.
Dragnet, unbelievable movie.
Yeah.
The Virgin Connie Swale. That's a great movie.
But then to take in these
That's what I'm
roles where
saying.
it was like unbelievable movies.
Unbelievable.
Forrest Gump.
I have a respect. I have to say that you got to have almost a little bit more respect for a guy like that in a way than like, because a lot of guys try this, dude. Like you know, Will Ferrell's tried it, like to go serious.
Yep.
And like they can't pull it off. They don't have the chops.
Yeah.
Like Tom Hanks
Hanks
has
did it.
the fucking chops. Like I don't think a lot of people have those chops. You know
No,
what I mean?
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick. What's your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
Ooh, that's
League of Their Own is up there.
dude, it is up
League
there.
of Their Own is a movie that I
You know what's gonna
know
happen?
it's
though?
like a kitschy feel good movie. It's not like it's not like showing off his acting chops.
Yeah.
It's more just like a fucking great like feel good movie. You know what I
Sure.
mean? But that movie comes on and I sit down and watch it.
always.
Milo
And
Hooch.
here's my prediction. They're gonna try and remake that movie,
And it's gonna stink,
and it's gonna stink.
Yep.
just like Roadhouse stinks.
And
I
they're
heard
gonna
mixed reviews about that. I heard it's like a gimmick. But
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. You know what? You want to hear something crazy? I admitted this tonight at dinner. Never admitted this to anybody. All right?
you have a
I've
thing
never
for,
seen Roadhouse. The
Whoa.
original Roadhouse.
I don't know if I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
It's a good movie, dude.
I can't wait to watch it.
It's
I
a
might watch
good
it
movie.
tonight.
It's honest to God, it's up both of you guys' alleys. It's
Yeah.
it's a fucking awesome movie. Swayze's a dog, and I can say Swayze because rest in peace. I don't think he's making anyone's list tonight.
No. So, all right. So you got Tom Hanks. All right. I know who I'm going with. And I just had to look him up, by the way, because it's been a while since I thought about this. This is going to lose me the competition. I don't give a fuck. John Cazale. Now, John Cazale played Fredo in The Godfather.
Oh, hey,
He's also in The Deer Hunter.
he's also buried in Malden, Massachusetts.
That's right. He's from Alton, right?
No, he's from Revere.
Piece of shit. Anyways, there's a great documentary on him.
Casalia,
I think. Yeah. Great documentary on him, right? With De Niro and all the guys that were in the movies with him.
Yep.
First of all, he's married to, is it one of the best looking actresses of the time? So they all we look at that movie, right? We look at Fredo, we look at him in The Deer Hunter, and you're like, that guy's a zero, right?
Yep.
He's a zero. De Niro and Pacino were we were all in awe of him because he'd be like, what's the hottest pot? I want that pot.
Yeah.
To play the shithead brother, nobody wants that. You want to be the cool guy. You want to be the whatever. He's like, no, give me that. Dude, has there ever been a better shithead brother ever in any movie than fucking Fredo? Ever. He's banging cocktail waitresses 2 at a time. I mean, he is unbelievable now. As a sniveling zero.
As a piece of shit.
Mike.
Yeah.
He is the biggest piece of shit. But they're if he didn't nail that role, the
wouldn't
whole
be-
movie stinks.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
He
The
wouldn't
whole
have-
movie stinks.
Wouldn't have been
You
a
know
good
what I
actor.
mean?
No, you're right.
So I am a John Cazale, I think is how you pronounce it. Yeah, Cazale.
Casalia. I don't know. We're not Italian.
Whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. Meatballs, spaghetti, whatever. But he died very young. I think he
Yes.
had cancer
Yep.
and passed away, unfortunately. And he was in some great movies. He was a great actor. And that stuck with me when I was a kid. I watched that documentary and hearing De Niro be I didn't think I could touch this guy. I was like, wow. Cazale's got some fucking stones. You know what I mean?
It's just walking up and down Shirley Ave. Hey, you know who I
Well,
am?
it's funny because I think you start to associate the people in the movies with you're like, oh, De Niro must be this tough dickhead, but he's really just a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
still love De Niro. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I like De Niro too, but I'm saying
No, what
they're
pissed-
not like their characters.
No,
you know what I
but
mean?
Correct.
what
I
pissed me off is when De Niro started going fucking political, which I don't think anyone should do.
I don't think anyone
Yeah,
should do that.
and I don't want to. We've talked about this before. I don't
Yeah.
want to know any of your views.
No.
Make the content. I'll consume the content,
100%.
Right.
and then go hide under a rock.
Yeah.
like
Yes.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
And that's
I don't give a
actors,
fuck
that's
about-
actors, musicians,
Everyone.
anything.
Truly believe this.
Athletes.
Yeah.
I had
Fuck
this
off. I don't
dude,
want your
I had
opinion.
this
I have my own opinion.
Just score the touchdowns.
I had this
Go
conversation.
shoot threes, and I'll watch. You
I
know?
had this conversation with my guy who lives down the street. He's a very well established songwriter guy. Played Nashville, played the Ryman. And I was like, dude, I don't want to hear this guy, Jason Isbell, I've talked about before. He's my favorite songwriter of all time. I'm like, I don't want to hear his political views. And I don't think it adds anything to the conversation.
No.
And I think he's just being a dick.
My parents said, don't talk about religion and don't talk about politics because you're only gonna fucking alienate people.
I
Yes.
was also in Sleepers.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. You never saw the movie?
I fucking love Sleepers.
You don't remember that? He was like, hey.
The
these-
priest?
No, when they're at the bar.
Who was the priest? Was that De Niro?
No.
Oh, that was Pacino.
No, it was De Niro. It was
It was
De
De
Niro.
Niro.
It was De Niro. But remember when they're at the two kids, they're at the bar and they go, this is from them. There's one rule. Don't talk religion or politics.
Yeah.
Hey, you're up on a back-to-back. I get to leak. And
All
you
right.
also are going to read the Bellas.
I'll do bells right now.
go.
I'll wait till you come back.
Class act. Harry and Sandra from Bellas.
Listen, every once in a while, this isn't a sad fucking reading. These are our people here.
Yeah.
1211 Osgood Street, North Andover. Bella's made it to the finals. They lost by 7 votes yesterday. The people came out and voted, and I fucking love that, Fitz. You know what I mean?
Most voted upon final.
Ever.
2,500 votes.
2,500 votes. How many rows did he go through yesterday?
25.
25. That's fucking insane. People come out to where people are appreciated. I can't tell you enough about these people. My son went up there yesterday. He met Harry. I told Harry what my son did. He's like, fuck yeah. The minute you open that door, you see a pull in the cork sticker. All right. The minute you walk to the bathroom, there's a pull in the cork sticker. The guy is our people. We support him. Listen,
We
Tom Brady
showed up.
Tom Brady loses Super Bowls too. He's still
yeah.
he's still a Hall of Famer.
Still the GOAT.
You know what I mean? Harry's the GOAT. Go up there, show him that you still love him. Hey, he might even be a hugger. Go behind there, give him a hug. You
Yeah.
never know, all right? 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover, bellasna.com. Now, give me 1 second so I can let our main host get back to his seat.
If you do hit up Bella's, let them know that we sent you.
That's right.
Pulling the
we're back.
cork, sent you.
Now, back to regular scheduled programming here. I got back-to-backs, you said?
Back to backs.
All right. I'm feeling pretty confident right now.
Wow. I think you got a great list going.
It's only going to get better, Brendan. I got to be honest with you. Right now, I'm going with 2 actors that actually my next 3. If the third one doesn't get picked, I know I'm winning this thing. That's how confident I
love
am.
it.
All right, we're talking actors that can go across the board and act. They're not just like a one-trick pony. We're talking Johnny Depp, right?
Great pick.
We're talking Edward Scissorhands. We're talking 21 Jump Street.
It's a great pick.
We're talking. What else? Donnie Brasco.
Wonka.
I mean, you name it. The guy can do it.
Yeah.
Right. And he wins in court against women.
Yes, he does.
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
that was
yeah.
the most insane thing of all time.
It
that
was
court
nuts,
case.
dude.
Took a dump on the bed.
He was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't my shit. It wasn't the dog's either.
He was like just admitted to doing like tons of blow too in that thing. Remember?
He's just laughing at the
Yeah,
judge.
he's just like, yeah,
He was
happened.
George Young.
Yeah,
George Young. Yeah, you know what I
Great,
mean?
Yeah.
great actor.
The
That's
guy,
a great pick.
The guy,
Great pick.
you give him a Whitey Bulger. And by the way, Black Mass might not get enough recognition.
I've still never seen that either.
All right,
I've seen it.
So let me tell you something. And I'm not one of these people that are like, you got to read the book, but I did.
I read the book.
So all right,
I didn't see the movie.
So here's why you'll like it, because you know what the book is.
Yeah.
Most people think that book is strictly about like Whitey's crimes and that's it.
Yeah.
No, it's about the connection between him and James Conley.
Yep.
So if you understand that going in, you'll appreciate the movie. Him as Whitey was fucking awesome.
Really?
I don't care what anyone
I
says.
thought he was great. Yeah, I thought the movie was a little disjointed in parts, but like I thought his performance was
His
unbelievable.
performance was nuts.
He's so good in Donnie Brasco. Like Donnie Brasco, I don't think gets enough love. Like that movie is fucking awesome.
Donnie Brasco is just unreal. But like I said, we're going with actors that can do all sorts of tomfoolery here.
I love it.
Johnny Depp is my guy. For my 4th pick, we're going a little old school. We're going Oscar winner multiple times. Although he's a Lakers fan, Jack Nicholson.
Danny is putting together a wagon that will not be defeated.
Yeah, it's a good
Jack
it's a good
Nicholson,
list.
I mean, the
And this
joke.
is off the dome. You know what the funny thing is? When you have time to prepare, you kill yourself.
The Joker, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is one of my favorites of all
Yeah.
time. Chief!
Yeah.
This
Unbelievable in The Shining.
This is a nickel. This is a dime. man,
Unbelievable in
Genie.
The Shining.
Yeah.
He's another one though, in a way where it's like
Anger management.
I always
he was
think about
fucking
actors like
hilarious.
in this way where it's like he's one of those guys like he's kind of like in a way like his that Denzel vibe where it's like it's just like he's magnetic. So it's like you just anytime he's on screen you're like I want to see this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's like unbelievable.
Frank Costello.
Frank, I mean, him and The Departed. And by the way, fun fact, I've seen The Departed 147 times. Do you know he refused to wear a Red Sox hat in that entire movie?
Oh, really?
So he wears a Yankees hat as a Boston mobster in that movie.
I don't even remember the Yankees hat.
Yeah, it's there. The
Really?
end scene when he's actually,
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
actually, even when he's talking to the Chinese dude when they're exchanging,
Yeah.
Tell Bruce Lee and the Karate Kid,
yeah.
he's
No ticket.
no laundry.
laundry.
Actually, he might have had a bucket hat on that one, but
That was a bucket hat.
yeah. But at the end scene when Damon and him are talking,
When he gets killed.
yeah, he's got a Yankees hat on.
In the car, right?
No, he's there in like the shipyard or the warehouse or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, he refused to wear it. And there's a rumor that he refused every time that they filmed in Boston, he flew back to LA every night because he refused to sleep in Boston.
Dude,
That's the type of commitment I love.
You want to hear a fucking great story? Is
Refused to sleep in Boston, dude.
Maggie's parents' friend that they like kind of went to college with. He's the guy. He's the guy who splits his tickets on the floor with the Wahlbergs.
Okay.
So at the Celtics. So he's like a guy from Medford who like dad owned a hardware store. He's not helping him out with it, and he was the first guy in the U.S. to import Schlage locks.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah.
that's where he made his money, right? Awesome dude. You see him, he goes to every game, he's on the floor. Anyways, he told me the story where I'm not gonna use his name just because whatever, but he was telling me the story, me and my brother-in-law. We're huge Celtics fans, so every time we'd see him at a party, we'd be like, let's go talk to him. Like he's the best. Because he knows Doc Rivers, he knows all those guys. And he's like, yeah, he's like, dude. He's like, so Donnie Wahlberg, who was splitting the tickets at the time, is like, hey, what's the chick's name from she used to be on Peggy Shit.
Becky
No.
Bundy.
The woman who was like, is she in League of Her Own? League of Her Own?
Rosie O'Donnell.
Nope. She directed a bunch of movies. She was in the show Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I know
about?
who you're talking about.
Okay. So, anyways, he gets.
I
So
don't know her
she's like,
name.
she had Lakers like front seats. So, anyways, he's like, I'll split. Donnie was like, he will split with you. Like, she'll come to Boston. She'll let you sit with you at the Lakers. He was like, all right, perfect. So he's like, so I get out there and I rent a car, and he's like, and I'm in a fucking like a Mercury fucking whatever. And he's like, and I'm trying to find her house. And he's like, and I called Donnie. I'm like, I'm trying to find her house. I can't get into the gate. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, you don't pick her up in a fucking you send a limo
car.
for her.
Send a car.
And he's like, dude, I'll tell you right now. He goes, she was one of the biggest bitches I ever met. He goes, me, the first thing she did, just smoked cigarettes the entire time in my rental car. The entire time.
Yeah.
I'll find her name in a second. I'm going with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I've loved him. I was like,
Great rebound story, too.
Yeah.
great rebound story. Yeah. Talk about a guy who was down to the dirt.
Oh, dude.
like that dirt. You know what I mean? And just came back like fighting.
Absolutely.
Absolute legend. I think he's unbelievable. He's actually like I would say he kind of has the same thing that Denzel and like Jack Nicholson have, where it's like he's just on screen, you want to see him. Like nobody ever could have played Tony Stark except for him.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, or played it that well. Like he's the perfect cocky dickhead, like, but has some like essence of like humanity to him.
Yep.
I'm a huge fan of his. He was great in Oppenheimer, by the way. If you haven't seen
I
Oppenheimer,
haven't seen it yet. Still haven't seen it yet.
It's great.
He's
It's
so
like
good.
4 days long, though, right?
It's 3 hours.
It's not bad.
3 hours.
It's not bad. Maggie loved it, and I did not anticipate that happening. Anyways, we're going Robert Downey Jr. That's my pick. All right, we're back real quick. So we're plugging this in mid-episode because we forgot to do voicemails, and we have some good voicemails. We want to get those out there. All right. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
This is Dr. Strange. I know I'm a little late on this, but I need to get this off my chest. I've got a Boston fraud, a conspiracy, and, of course, the appetizer. The bone I've got to pick with is with filthy old backstabbing cocksucker fucking pervert Bob Kraft and his rat fuck weasel son in that bullshit fucking documentary. The disloyalty to a man that built him a fucking empire is sickening. He chased away 2 of the greatest coaches ever and couldn't appease Brady enough to stay. We've got fucking hours on this thing spent on revisionist history that Drew Bledsoe in 2001 was fucking John Elway, and by sitting him for the greatest quarterback of all time, it wasn't a stroke of genius that kickstarted the whole thing. But it's great betrayal, the $100 million quarterback, crybaby, pussy fucking bitch, Drew Bledsoe. Completely skipped over the 03-04. Hours more spent on Spygate, Deflategate, sitting Malcolm Butler, who fucking sucked that year, single-handedly costing them the Eagles Super Bowl. How the prison fudge packer, Aaron Hernandez, was all Bill's fault, and on and on and on. You would have thought Bill Belichick was fucking Hitler. Then you find out the whole thing's produced and bankrolled by Kraft Dynasty LLC. Bob Kraft, you slimy old fucking cunt. You owe Bill Belichick everything. This is his and Tom Brady's story. You are nothing. We spent so much time on every single non-story, fake controversy, even shaming Belichick's friendship with Trump. Conveniently, no mention of what Dirty Bob was up to in a strip mall down in Palm Beach in the morning of the 2019 AFC Championship game. Absolute fucking disgrace. All this guarantees the Pats is going to be a fucking poverty franchise for as long as these thankless, classless fucking clowns running the show. My conspiracy, by the way, that I know for a fact is true, and if we ever get the full story, just remember you heard it here first. Bob Kraft and Bobby Froyo were on Epstein Island. I'll say it again. Bob Kraft and Bobby Froyo were on Epstein Island. Best appetizer was crab rangoon.
Dude,
Can I just say this right now?
holy fuck.
Has there ever been a return to the mic like that ever?
Wow.
That is my favorite.
Ever.
I'm going on record right now. That is my favorite voicemail I've ever heard.
Ever.
Ever.
He went rapid fire. He's not wrong either.
Nothing that he said was wrong.
Kraft's a creep, dude.
Bobby Froyo was on Epstein Island.
I mean, so that's the one point of debate, but Kraft is a fucking creep.
Can I tell you this right now?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is real.
Dude.
Like, that was the best. That was the top.
Dude,
Now, listen, we've had a lot of voicemails, so we're talking recency bias here. That was one of the best voicemails of all time.
I mean,
Easily.
Easily.
wow.
Yeah.
Everybody can come after this. I think there's two more. They sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You just
How do
got buried.
You should have closed with that.
I didn't know it was that good. I only read the
Holy
transcript.
shit.
I didn't want to listen till you guys. I never listened
He
to
didn't
till
stop,
live.
dude. That wasn't written.
I want to hear
He
it
just-
again. Like I'm.
That was fucking wild.
Wow.
All right, Doctor Strange. By the way, I'm gonna say this right now. Obviously, I have a direct line to him.
Yep. He's real.
He's real. Doctor Strange.
alive.
Doctor Strange is getting a hoodie.
Whoa.
All right.
fucking
Hey,
go.
Bobby
I'll tell you right
Frail,
now.
you just shit in a hat, pal.
I'll tell you right
Reach out
now.
your wallet, you fucking cheap
I'll
prick.
tell you right now. This kid has put more content on this place. And then when I kind of thought, like, actually, when I met him the other night when we went drinking and they came back here, I'm like, maybe he'll just like disappear because like the fucking kind of the lore is over about Doctor Strange. Then the kid just comes in throwing 108 like literally
Haymakers.
like haymakers, like
Unbelievable.
That was like Mike Tyson in his prime.
Dude.
Like it was unreal.
That was fucking.
Danny was like jaw agape, like
Dude.
he looked
too.
like Lisa Ann waiting for the fucking
For Lexington
waiting for
Steel.
Lexington Steel. All right.
Hey guys,
Yo.
I'm calling in regards to the top 5 appetizers, and if I were to include an appetizer,
For Shelly.
something that I've enjoyed the past few years, I never used to eat, steak and cheese egg rolls, banging,
Mixed 360 is a
banging. I
fire
think they
one.
should be included. I can wolf those things down like this. Absolutely delicious. Can you include those? Because underrated appetizer in my eyes. The show, going.
Chris Shelley.
Chris Shelley.
Back of the house.
Not the best service, but
Let's go.
the message was there. Steak and cheese egg rolls.
Yo, it's your man Adam Jump Town. We don't know, but we do know. I figured I'd call because we have no topic today. But just want to leave a voicemail saying, what up, guys? The best Pull in the Cork podcast there is.
That's the only.
Up to sleep with me, Doobie, misguided spirits, some sauces, some wings, and some beef. We don't know, but we do know we'll be talking in the near future.
Ooh, I like
Check
it.
out. Keep
I like it.
Keep that quality high.
Yeah. He'd be into
go.
that. James would be into that. By the way, I mean, the fact that we just had a fucking Hall of Fame voicemail, we're going to have to do, at one point, we need like Fonz to get on and research all the voicemails,
Yeah.
like a top 10.
You just gave him something to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Clow is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Matt Klaus
Matt
was
Clow's-
unbelievable.
One of Matt Clow's was
Yeah.
fucking
Evan's
fire.
got a great one.
Evan's got a great
Evan's
one.
got a great
recent. Evan's got a recent great one.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
I mean, Froyo's got to be in there
Jump
somewhere.
Top. Bobby Froyo is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
He never misses. Yeah. Bobby Froyo and fucking, we're on Epstein Island. That was fucking
Dude.
unbelievable,
And
dude.
then I love how he ends. He goes, best appetizer crab rangoons. Click.
Absolute fucking legend.
Oh,
All right.
that made my fucking day, dude.
All right. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Peace.
Love it.
Fitz, you got two more.
2 back to back.
Yep.
So my 4th pick, I'm going Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
I fucking love.
Kind of been canceled.
Yes, he has. And again, I just drafted
Riggs.
Tom Hanks, who has been canceled from the other side, and now Mel Gibson, who's been canceled from the other side.
By the way, I was looking for Penny Marshall is who I was looking for.
Yes,
her name.
yes.
Yep.
I was gonna say it's the blonde lady that always wears those dark glasses.
Yep.
You know, Penny Marshall. Mel Gibson, dude, Braveheart.
Dude.
Are you fucking kidding me? He wrote, directed, and acted in that movie.
I mean,
It's one of my favorite movies
trifecta.
ever.
Yeah.
Patriot.
Yeah. Oh, I dead serious. Within the last 2 years, I saw Patriot for the first time. Wow. What an idiot I am.
Oh, really? You just saw it?
Like within the last
What
2
a
years.
dude! What a great movie.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, really good.
And it's called The Patriot. I knew what to expect, and I was like, I didn't know what to expect.
Blown away.
Oh, sick, dude. What a movie.
How about that dickhead who plays the British
I know.
general?
I know.
With the slick back hair.
Yeah,
It's always
idiot.
a slick back hair guy.
It's always a slick back hair. guy.
Every time.
By the way, that guy's a good actor. He was
is.
also remember that show that was it something on the Hill or something like that? It was about Providence. It was supposed to be about Whitey
City
and
on the Hill. No, it was called, I think it was called The Hill. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was great. It was only like 2 or 3
Yeah.
seasons. He was the Whitey Bulger type brother, And
Yes.
then the guy who's been in like everything that's Boston oriented, even though he's not from Boston, he's an English actor. Was supposed to be like the good brother. You know what I mean? Like he was like that was a great show.
You know what one of his underrated movies is?
What?
What's it called? What Women Want, or the one where he gets electrocuted and he can hear what women are thinking.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is that
Yeah.
called?
That's what it was called. What Women
What
Want.
Women Want,
Yeah.
or something
I've
like
never
that.
seen that.
And he's
Dude,
It was with
it's so good.
what was the name of that girl that was in it? She was in that TV show.
Hell none.
Yes, yeah. Did you just say that?
No, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know who her sister is, right?
Oh,
Bonnie Hunt, who I drafted as my smoking
yeah. She's wicked
moms
smoking
in-
hot.
dude.
Blech.
You're fucking crazy.
Blech.
You really are.
Dude, that's like a sub from Subway, bro.
You're
Bonnie
nuts,
Hunt.
dude.
Beat it.
I'm a Bonnie Hunt fan. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Classic Americana. Christian Bale.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good one.
Christian Bale.
Was he the one that you were going to take third?
No. Oh, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Patreon.
All right.
We'll talk about Patreon.
All right.
Remind me.
I will.
By the way, we're up to 57 Patreon members.
Let's fucking go. Christian Bale. American Psycho. Fucking.
The Newsies, The Fighter.
Memento. He's on Memento. What's the one with the Machinist? He's in.
Yep.
Machinist.
Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's just fucking.
I don't know why he had to change his voice to mine, though. That was weird.
I know, yeah. I feel like they all do that though.
Yeah.
Every Batman is like tries to be like,
Yeah.
except Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was the best.
Michael Keaton's the best Batman of all
Best
time.
Batman
I don't
ever.
understand how people even fathom thinking of
By the way,
another
we're not
Batman.
Michael Keaton's not going to come up, but Michael Keaton
Yeah,
would
I
be
know.
on my
He's-
deep list.
dude,
of
he's-
my top
he's
15.
Awesome.
Guy made
Turner
a
and Hooch.
fucking grilled cheese with an iron. All right, Mr. Mom. All right,
Yeah.
It's fucking
Mr.
legend.
Mom.
So did my mother. All right, so did my
Little
mother.
known fact.
Little fucking brown paper bag. You know what I
Dude.
mean?
I think I just won.
You think so?
I don't think so. I think Danny's gonna win. I'm not gonna win.
Danny's got a list.
All right,
I got a wagon.
listen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
Danny's like Yukon.
He is.
I'm like Zach Davey. What's his name?
Zach Eady's?
Easy's?
But you know what's gonna happen right now? He's gonna pick like Carrot Top.
Yeah.
His fifth pick. All right.
Sinbad.
I'm going off the reservation a little bit. I'm going not off the reservation. One of the best actors, actresses, whatever you want to call them at this point. That's how they call them all actors, I guess now. Meryl Streep is a fucking legend.
Hell yeah.
Okay? This is a woman who's done it all.
How sexist are we that it's the fifth round and no one
Well,
picked a lady
I'm
until
not
now?
sexist. I
I
just
know
picked a lady.
you got your hat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm a fucking simp. All right? No.
We can
Meryl
do-
Streep
We
is
can do
fucking
porn stars next.
Meryl Streep is great. Oh, top 5 plus size is a great one. Patreon type shit. Meryl Streep's great. She's an. I'm like. I think it's funny. Like there's a lot of people that I don't think have had enough. Like I'll give you an example. You know who would have been on my list? You're not gonna pick up, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Casey Affleck would be on my list, but he's been like canceled like at one point. So like I don't think he's got to do enough stuff. Like him in Manchester by the Sea is
Oh yeah, great.
phenomenal. But Meryl Streep, I think, has that ability to like do anything. You know what I mean? And she has a little bit of darkness in her. She can be a big bitch if she needs to be in a movie. She can be like she has all the fucking pitches in the bag, and she's not, and she doesn't overwhelm. You're like that's Meryl Streep, but like not in a way like you're like that's Denzel. You know what I mean? Like that's Denzel up there.
Yeah.
Like it's like she can kind of meld into the role. You know what I mean? I think that's a very I don't know. It's a weird. I have a buddy who always tells me he's like, I think I could be an actor, and I'm like, what do you mean? Why do you think that? And he's like, I think it's easy. He's like, I think it's an easy job. He's like, I think they just pretend. I'm like, I like the take though. It's kind of gives you something to think about.
My turn.
You're up. Last one.
I was
You
torn.
better pick a woman.
I'm not. But I was torn between a couple.
Yeah.
I said to my third pick, I said, I'm going, who can play what, how many roles, right? This guy's proved it. He's won X amount.
Don't fuck it up.
I'm not fucking it up.
You
I'm
got
gonna
a
win this.
layup right now.
And I mean, I do get a layup. I'm crushing it right now.
Yeah.
And he's good at slapping people. We're going Will Smith.
You almost just fucking ballooned yourself, and that might kill you.
No, it's not. Think about the movies
You
he's
think
in.
Will Smith is really that great of an actor? Top
Absolutely.
5 actors?
Absolutely. First off, it's
I
top,
can't believe you do this every time. How do you do this to yourself?
it's 15 now. He's 15 on the list, right?
He
He's
is.
15 on the list.
He's 15.
So hold on, right?
I can't figure out if this is a bit that you're doing. Like
I'm
this.
telling you right. Can I tell you who I was going
Okay,
to pick?
no. I want you to give me the movies that you think he's the best in.
Pursuit of Happiness. If you're not a grown man and you don't cry
He's
at that
very,
bathroom
that's
scene,
a very good film. That's a very good film. He's very good.
Yeah,
At it.
that's good.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. What else?
Hitch, unbelievable.
Is that the one with the clicker?
No,
that's
it's,
the one with
it's one
fucking-
Eva
that's the one
Mendes.
with Eva Mendes, like
even
fucking
know him.
the
He's-
fat guy.
Kevin James, dude.
Yeah.
Put some
Paul
respect
Blart.
on his name.
Paul Blart.
Paul Blart.
It's amazing. Independence Day, Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, but that's not. It's
What are we talking
That's like
about?
action movie. Those are 3 action movies.
Okay, so I just gave you a.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is not the
I
best.
just gave. Hold on a minute. I just gave you a fucking unreal drama, right? A true life. I gave you a comedy. I gave you 3 action movies. What else? What do you want him to be in a play? And I gave you the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
how's it-
Are you kidding me? I gave you the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Was he was in Friday 3 too, right?
No, fuck you.
I'm gonna say this too. The other irony of the pick is that, like, literally the first episode we ever did, me and Dan, we did 2 in one night because we were like, we're gonna stack these. I'm like, I don't know if I have time to do it every other week. Obviously, I do. But then Danny was like, he calls me, he's like, or he texts me, he's like, dude, Will Smith just slapped fucking Chris Rock. We need to do an episode. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. We should do it. And now here we are, 103 episodes later, and you're like, he's my favorite actor in the world.
15th. He made 15th.
Oh, you know what one was good? I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, dude. There's
That's
a
a
bunch.
fucking
great movie.
There's
That's a great
bunch.
movie.
There's a bunch.
You know what?
Yeah,
and I'll say this too.
Honestly, Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend, those are really great acting performances.
Yes, I agree with that.
The other ones are just like,
Hold on.
Whatever.
Again, obviously we just did movies, right? But you're telling me that episode where his father never showed up in fucking Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and he goes, "How come you don't want me, man?" And he starts crying. You're not fucking feeling that in your plums, dude.
and then Carlton did the Carlton across the fucking thing.
Dude, I'll tell you right
Dude,
now.
you guys are idiots.
Listen,
Will Smith is an unreal actor.
Listen.
He's a way better actor
but you know
than he is
what?
a rapper.
I'd say I'm kind of turned off on him in one way because I think he's a part of this, like, McCracken's got in my head now. I think he's probably some Illuminati, like, fucking black eye
Everyone we
club.
just mentioned's part of this fucking
I know.
thing.
Nope. Not,
yeah,
not Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, the guys that go off the grid
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah, yeah.
they're not part.
not Christian Bale.
Yeah, most of my guys.
Not
are
Mel
fucking,
Gibson.
Most of my guys are canceled. They're
Didn't
not
Mel
part
Gibson
of
like
it.
call like a cop like a Jew to his face or something? We got like
said
fucking
some. I think
some
he said
very
some
off-color
racist.
shit.
Him and Kramer, like did
Kramer,
some of the
Kramer
same.
deserves everything coming towards him.
Right. So
Kramer-
well, that's
Kramer
what I'm saying.
fucked up
So
bad. Yeah.
both of them did similar things, right? And you know what Seinfeld just said? He's like, if we do a reboot, Keith Richards is part of it.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck what people think.
Oh.
He's Kramer.
That's what I like about
Seinfeld. I mean, he's a billionaire, so he doesn't give a fuck.
right?
Yeah.
If he does a reboot,
Yeah, he's like, I don't have to
people
do it.
watch it. People don't watch it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Keith Richards is coming with me because
Yeah.
he's fucking Kramer. You
Yeah.
know?
All right, let me run it down. You ready?
Yep.
Danny, with what I consider to be the wagon. You could have just. There's so many people you could have taken that Will Smith spot.
What am I going to take? Kevin Spacey? He's fucking screwed.
That's a good
so
one, though.
It's a great pick, but again, he's a creep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
By the way,
wouldn't.
they're all creeps.
I wouldn't pick him either.
Imagine if you took.
Can I tell you who I was going to pick before I was going to take Jamie Foxx.
I love that pick.
Yeah.
Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx was unbelievable in Ray.
Ray? I mean, oh my God. How do we not even mention Will Smith as Ali?
Oh yeah, Ali. Yeah.
I didn't think that was that great.
Oh, go fuck a goat.
Honestly, I thought that was a good movie. I liked Ali. I did.
It's fine.
Fuck it.
Ali Mumbai. Ali Mumbai.
Hey,
All right,
the
Danny.
champ is here.
I think Danny's gonna win.
The champ is here.
Yeah, Danny probably could still
Denzel.
win with
Denzel, Leo,
his face?
DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, Jack Nicholson, Carrot Top, Will Smith. I have Philip Seymour Hoffman, Pacino, John Cazale, Robert Downey Jr., Meryl Streep. DEI pick right there. Fitzy has Daniel Day-Lewis, Brad Pitt, Tom Hanks, Mel Gibson, and Christian Bale. I think Danny's gonna take it by far. I think it'll be a like 3-1 type of vote type of situation. Because I'll tell you right now, that opening of Denzel Leo,
Oh, speaking of 3-1,
you just literally blew it.
Off topic, but you said it, so it's
Yeah.
on topic. So that roast, right? I went against this kid, Rob Anderson. Awesome fucking dude, man. Like, we didn't know anything about each other, but I literally, I'm just scrolling his pictures, and this dude has fucking teeth that are 3 feet tall. So I go, Rob's teeth are so big, he's, as of April 5th was Friday, right? I go, as of April 5th, 2024, he's a 3-1 odds winner to win the Kentucky Derby.
Fucking gold.
Crowd went
yeah.
nuts.
Dude, I
That's
tell you
cool.
right now, I was talking to Tommy about this today because, like, you know, he loves Theo Vaughn, he loves Shane Gillis, all that shit. Theo Vaughn had this guy. I see the clips. I don't listen to Theo's podcast every week, but like, he had this young kid on. I think he was an actor, and like, kid's pretty funny. And he was showing a headshot to Theo Vaughn. And Theo Vaughn goes, "Oh man," he goes, "Look at those eyes." He goes, "Look like you just like crawled out of a wishing well or something, looking through my soul." And I'm like, how do you think of that? Like, that is fucking like
good.
that is fucking money. All right, Ben Franklin Print Company. You want to get a hoodie? Listen, I'll tell you right now. What was the first thing that Jinty said to us last night? Loves his hoodie.
Loves it.
All right, cork until the day he dies. Ben Franklin Print Company, 978-624-7341. Talk to our guy Joe. 10% off for corkers. All right, you got that? 10%, not 10-cent head. Not the cheapest, but the best. All right.
Dude, the quality is unmatched.
Quality just holds the fuck up. All right. So if you want some BS fucking shirt that like nobody's even want to use to like wipe up like yesterday's maple syrup, don't talk to Joe. All right. Talk to him when you want some shit that you're gonna wear for a long time. Right. All right. So listen, 978-624-7341, BenFranklinPrintCo.com. All right. I thought that was a good draft.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
fun,
fun.
right?
I like it when it's off the
Rich
top.
Queen gets his whatever he wants. So this is Rich. By the way, my buddy Rich Queen, one of the best cornhole players in the world.
Really?
Absolute legend from Woburn. Lives in Woburn. His mother was a sick candlepin bowler.
Really?
Legend. There's a video of her on YouTube where she does a 7-10 split, and as the ball is halfway down there, she just goes and like pumps her fist. And it's like she just knew,
Just
turns
went-
around. Yeah. And just like, that's how nasty she was. And his dad was like a scratch golfer. So the guy's hand-eye coordination to blow your fucking doors off. He's unbelievable. All right. So we got vacation coming up.
Yep.
Are you guys doing anything for school vacation?
No, I have nothing planned, right? But I used to love Marathon Monday. I used to go to the Red Sox games and shit. In a perfect world, I'll be at a Union rally, Marathon
Nice.
Monday, fucking ripping and roaring,
Nice.
spreading the good word.
Nice.
I'm not a marathon. I'll tell you why I'm not a Marathon Monday guy.
Because of the Sanayev brothers.
Well,
That kind of ruined it for me.
Dude,
that wasn't what I was thinking.
That
But
took me like 1.3 seconds to
Me too.
realize. I'm
Me
like,
too.
what the fuck did he just say? And then I was like, oh my god, he said it.
Too
oh
soon?
my god.
No, not at all.
No, I'm going. No, that's not the reason. Just because it's a Monday.
Mondays are rough for me.
Mondays stink.
Monday holidays
Tomorrow's
make
gonna suck.
Tomorrow's gonna blow.
Monday holidays make for rough Tuesdays, but we'll be all right.
Oh yeah, Monday holidays are great.
Yeah, but do we need to have Tuesday off too?
Yeah, we need to. We need to roll those right on through
Dude,
to
I'm
the
taking
weekend.
tomorrow off because it's a clip. It's a clips.
Clips. I got my glasses ready.
Also, so we're gonna release. This will come out the following Sunday, right? Tonight we're gonna release the appetizer draft.
Okay, yep.
Cool. All right, just so I know, because I'm thinking of things that would be this week, but they're not. All right, so have a great week. This will come to you next Sunday. Coming to you from the past. Man, if I'm dead by the time this comes out, that'll be sad.
I hope not.
From the Sanayev brothers, they come back from the dead and they fucking
Jesus.
blow me up.
You see this?
Are they, right now?
That's awesome. Hey,
Let's
real,
fucking
real.
go.
Oh, is
That's
that already?
great.
Are we off?
No.
As we're looking at this right now,
Yeah.
we got Harry from our place at Bella's and
George from Pete's.
George from Pete's just hanging out, crushing drinks right now.
I fucking
That's
love
so
it.
good.
That's the
love it.
fucking
I love
best.
it.
You know what the thing is? Right
Visit
now,
them both, dude.
let me tell you right now, I would text Harry and be like, you should come here, but then he would come here and not leave. So
Yeah.
I love Harry. Harry's the fucking balls.
Oh, one more quick free ad. Please.
Yes.
Connor had his birthday party this morning.
Yeah.
Now, he's born on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
We're terrible.
So he gets screwed.
We're so bad. We had a family party on St. Patty's Day. It was great. He had a blast.
But it's more of a St. Patrick's Day party than
It
it
is.
is Connor's
The
birthday.
poor kid, right? By the time he was like 3, we had a huge birthday party for him for his
Yeah.
4th birthday. And it was fucking 2020 of March when the world shut down.
Yeah.
So we had to cancel his party. It's been like 4 years since this kid had a friend's party. Just because of
Yeah.
because of timing and everything. So we finally had a party. We had it at Boston Hockey Skills in North Reading, Massachusetts. It's along the same lines of Extra Effort.
Yeah.
Huge synthetic ice.
Yeah.
Connor loves hockey. They
That's
put
one
on
of
a
my
fucking
favorite things that used to ever be said on the show.
Yeah.
1,000 square
1,000
feet. of
square
synthetic-
feet.
yeah.
Synthetic ice.
This is it's got to be more than 1,000. This is
Yeah.
fucking huge. It's like half of like a mini ice rink.
Yeah.
You guys have seen mini ice
Yeah.
rinks? They're not full ice, but
Yeah.
it's
It's mini.
it's monstrous. Yeah, it's like a mini ice. Boston Hockey Skills, North Reading. Check them out. We did the birthday party. It was like an hour and a half. They played hockey. They did drills, and then they ate pizza, had cupcakes, and then we were on our way. It was
How was the
fucking
pizza?
great. Pizza was from Nick's place in North Reading.
That's pretty
Another-
good.
Another beef place. It was like a party pizza.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was not
it's
bad.
Fine, serviceable pizza.
Honestly, not bad.
Nick's place, they got a couple locations,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Revere.
Have-
they got one up in New Hampshire. I
Yeah,
think,
Raymond, New
right?
Hampshire.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when I
yeah.
had my camper, that was
Yeah.
my spot.
Yeah.
They had these things called Nick's Bowls. I suggest them to anybody, dude. They're like a, like the famous bowls at KFC.
Yeah.
It's their version of that. It's fucking bomb, dude.
Supposedly their Greek dressing is fucking great too.
I believe it.
Like house Greek dressing.
Yes, I mean, there's fucking Nicolacomus. You know,
yeah.
Nazi's listening to this right
Don't
now.
fuck around.
Nazi's listening to this. Like, it took me like a year of knowing Nazi to be able to be
mean
like
NASA?
Nicolopoulos. Yeah, you're like, I mean, you've heard NASA. I'm like, my friend NASA. Who the fuck's NASA? Nazi's one of the best guys of all time.
Yeah, he's
All right,
awesome.
listen, we're gonna do the Patreon. We love you, and we'll be back in the future.
Yes, sir.
Peace.